Hi, how are you today? The sun is shining and I thought it would be a great day to get outside and make a hopscotch. I was inspired by my friend Braxton, who's been sending me pictures of practicing his numbers outside with chalk and making some hopscotch to practice numbers, and I thought a hopscotch is a great way to practice so many skills. So today I'm going to challenge you to make a hopscotch, but I'm also going to show you some different ways to use it and how to make one inside if you don't have a sidewalk or driveway to use. Okay, so to start to make a hopscotch, you start with the shape that's called a square, which is 4 straight sides that are the same length. Now usually a hopscotch has an A-B pattern where it's 1 square, then 2 squares. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's an A-B pattern where they take turns. But your hopscotch might have 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, or something else. So you think of the pattern you want to use first, and then you put your squares down with chalk. They should all be about the same size, but it doesn't have to be perfect, does it? After you have your hopscotch down, there's so many things you could do. You could write your numbers 1 to 10, but we're doing so many bigger things now. Maybe you could write your numbers counting by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Maybe you could count by fives. Maybe you could write just the tens family if you're working on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, trying to learn to recognize those numbers. So think of a skill that you're working on with numbers. You could even draw your dot patterns that you're working on each square. Then, as you hop on that square, you name what's there. So if it's the number 12, you would say 12 when you hop on that square. Or if you're doing dot patterns and it's the dot pattern 6, you would say 6 when you hop on that dot pattern. You could also practice lots of reading skills using a hopscotch. You could put down some sight words that you're practicing. If you're working on naming your letters or making their letter sounds, you could put a letter or you could put a word in each square. So whatever skill you're working on, you can put those in the squares, and as you hop on them, you can name them. If you don't have a driveway or a sidewalk to use, you could make one inside. This is also great for if it's a rainy day. So an easy way to make a hopscotch inside is to use painter's tape. Painter's tape your family might have if you've painted a room in your house and you want to put down some tape before you paint so you don't get it on things. It's sticky enough to stay down on the floor or carpet, but it's not going to leave a mark. So this would be my first choice if you're doing that. If you don't have painter's tape, regular old tape will work on carpet, and you can make squares on the carpet, and even though it's clear, you'll still be able to see them inside. Before you do any of this, please check with a grown-up before you tape anything down on the floor in your house. But it won't make a big mark, and it'll be an easy way to practice inside. So that's the way to make a hopscotch inside or outside, and think of the skills that you're practicing. You could change it up and make a different one. You could make one that goes all the way down your driveway. You could maybe even write your numbers all the way to 100. Send me some pictures of the cool ways you're practicing with the hopscotch. I can't wait to see. I miss you so much. Great to see you. Sending you an air hug. I'm going to hopscotch on out. We'll see you soon.